At the time, we were raised up together, me and Eugene.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might know him as Big U.
Yeah, who's actually on the phone right now, who helped set up this phone call.
Right. Man, I think he's the one that discovered Nipsey.
What you want? It better be no filter, news and talk. It better be no filter, news and talk. It better be no filter, news and talk. It better. Duh, motherfucker. I mean, I'm sure you should know that if he discovered Nipsey or not, because that's your man's. Y'all talk like that, right? He's on the phone. But he put that out there to constantly put Big U on this type of pedestal, to let everybody know that Big U had a hand and a say in Nipsey's career. Okay, we already knew that. Anybody who followed Nipsey's career, then you would know that. But he put that out there. Man, I think he was the one that discovered Nipsey. Man, if you don't get your goofy ass on, for real, sit down somewhere. Go stand in the corner. But, because Big U could have came in at any time and said, yeah, I did, But he didn't. He didn't say nothing because he letting Carrie do all the talking because this shit is already planned. But, go ahead, Carrie. Continue with your lies, with your goofy ass.
Yeah, he was. He first signed Nipsey, and we actually went into that whole story.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you know of Nipsey before, while you were locked up before, or any of that sort?
No, he was a kid, as a child. He probably was 8 years old or 7 when I got locked up.
Right. So you had no affiliation with him at all?
At all. Not at all.
At all. Got it.
Somebody gave me a couple of pictures and say, hey, that's the new rapper. I said, is that right? Yeah. So when I got out, I took a selfie with him. He's a celebrity. Everybody's taking selfies. Let me take one. That's on my phone in front of the Marathon store.
Okay. So the day of the incident, can you describe what happened exactly?
Me and my nephew were going up the street to console somebody else's parents because they just lost their parents. So he said, you don't have to keep wearing that shirt, Unc. I was like, what? He said, this shirt. I said, it's clean. He said, look, it's dingy. You in the new world. You're not in prison no more. You can pull it right. He said, matter of fact, they go Nipsey in a lot. So.
Well, you sure keep on some clothes. I mean, you is sporting that Big U brand, that Crenshaw wear. So it's just everybody giving you clothes, huh? How convenient is it that y'all just so happen to be riding down the street, and then he say, well, matter of fact, there go Nipsey in the lot. How convenient. Out of all the days, you just happen to see Nipsey there on this particular day that's in the lot. How fucking convenient. But continue with your lies, little man.
You could pull right in and grab you a fresh white shirt. I'm like, okay. So when I go in there, they didn't have the white ones that I wanted. And I said, when y'all going to get that in again? He said, well.
Okay, so your nephew tell you could pull right in and get a fresh white shirt. So we know that next to Nipsey Marathon store, Nipsey also has a basic needs store that's full of white tees and all kind of stuff. So go grab a tee and leave up out of there, because the only thing you wanted was to look presentable to pay your respects to somebody's family, right? Right. Okay, so a fresh white shirt. But now you get picky as if you've been to the store before. You say they didn't have the particular shirt that you was looking for. So were you in the store before? I mean, how did you know what you was looking for if you never been in there before? Or maybe you have been in there before. It was just that you have never met Nipsey. Okay, continue on with your lies, little man.
They go Nipsey in a lot. Go talk to him. And I talked to him. He said, that'll be about a week, bro. I said, okay. And when I said it, it was all bad.
Okay, so you were in there shopping for a shirt. The employee in there, somebody, had to send you outside to talk to Nipsey to ask you when the shirt was in, when the next time the shirt would be in. Okay, but we all know that Cowboy was outside talking to Nipsey and having a conversation for the longest. So when you had just came outside, this is what he said, when you just came outside That's when Eric Hoyer just started shooting, but Cowboy claimed he had just missed him. Somebody is lying. But continue with your lies, little man.
The gunman turned around the car and shot me, then shot Nipsey. And then shot my nephew. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, what the hell? You know, but I fell on my stomach. And all I could see was people's feet. I couldn't see nothing else. I said, so they got it wrong. They talk about me as being an eyewitness. What was I supposed to do? When I see a gun, I turn around and run. I don't stop and take a selfie at a gunman. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I ain't no fool. You see a gun, you run.
Okay. So the whole shooting happened. You get hit, your nephew gets hit.
In less than 3 seconds, 3 minutes. I was only if you replay the scenario and see when the black Escalade van truck pulled up, that's us in the black truck.
Thank you for confirming that y'all was the black Escalade, because when y'all pulled in, y'all pulled directly behind this white car. I wonder what car was Nipsey driving, because what it looked like is that y'all was blocking somebody in purposely. I smell an ambush. That's what I smell. Seems like y'all was ambushing somebody. If you're going shopping, you don't park like that. That's not how you park. Ambush.
It all happened in less than three minutes.
Okay, because I guess this is why I kind of want to clarify this with you on the phone. Like, the story that was circulating was that you and Nipsey knew each other and he was meeting you down there to give you some clothes and you guys had some sort of prior relationship. But what you're saying is that you had no idea, you guys didn't know each other at all. You just showed up and you ran into each other randomly.
No, I know him because I took a few pictures with him.
Right.
Like that. But so the parole officer was like, well, you have gang affiliation. I said, look, man, I know Nipsey about as much as I know you. You my parole officer. I met you. We've talked a few times. That's as far as I know him.
Yeah.
Now, when I first came home, Nipsey heard that I was home, and he filled up my little sister's backseat of her car with clothing for me.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, you try to play it like he was just another celebrity and you was just a fan. You said you took a couple selfies with him, but wait a minute. He done showed you mad love. Like, he done filled up your little sister car full of clothes for you. Clothes that you should still have because you only been out for 7 months. Okay, so I don't know if you gained that much weight or what. But that's neither here nor there. But you claim like you didn't know him. But you did know him. And you've been in the store before. If you come in there, you looking for a particular shirt. You had to be in there before. And you got history with him because he gave you a bunch of clothes. So what's really good? Like, come on now.
Got it.
So I had clothes to wear. I was out 7 months before this happened.
This big you. Nipsey, he always look out for people when they come home. You know what I mean? He don't always be at the store all the time. But if he at the store and somebody just paroled, he don't have to know him to look out for him. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He'll hear somebody that just came home, and he might tell somebody that's working in the store that day, look out for the homie, he just came home. That's just what kind of person he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's very important in this whole situation. That this is what Nipsey was just doing for everybody that was just coming home. Everybody.
Yeah, he looked out for. He don't even look. You got to remember, Nipsey is younger than all of the old dudes who coming home now. These dudes don't even know Nipsey. Nipsey don't know none of these dudes. Because Cousin Kerry is older than me. I'm 52. He's 56. So if he just did 25 years, Nipsey would not know him. But if Nipsey know you got respect and you respect the dude, he gonna do. Like, I gave Cousin Kerry money when he came home. Nipsey gave him clothes. But, Nipsey done this for thousands of people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Countless.
That's just the kind of cat he was. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. Okay, so the shooting happened.
Every time Kerry caught up in his lies, you're gonna see Big U jump in and try to save him, like Captain Save a Hole. I mean, he said it out of his own mouth that Kerry was older than him. So if he's older than you, I'm sure he can speak up for himself. So why are you jumping in to save him? Oh, because you know that he's saying some shit that he ain't really supposed to say that ain't adding up. Vlad TV don't even believe that shit. Vlad don't even believe it. Okay? Do you know him or don't you know him, nigga? Which one is it? Do you know him or don't you know him? Oh, well, Nipsey did this for everybody. Countless people that how you know, Carrie? You been locked up. You feel me? I'm just saying. So then here go Big U. I gave Carrie money. You ain't even had. That's what nobody asking you that. It's not even about you. You didn't even have to say that. You should have gave him money. That's your right hand man. You said y'all grew up together, okay? But we talking about Nipsey here. So he giving you clothes and doing all this stuff for you that you claim you don't even know him and didn't know nothing. Just like treating him like he was just a celebrity and you just a fan and you just took a selfie with him. Yeah, okay. Come on now. Keep lying, niggas.
And the gunman leaves. How badly did you get injured yourself?
I got hit in close to the spine, and
Wow.
they said it chipped a part of my pelvis. So it's very difficult for me to walk. And these people up here told me to self-medicate. I said, what's that? And they said, hey, we're going to give you a bag of medicine. And I got it, and I'm like, this is Tylenol, man. What up?
Wow.
They said, well, this is all we can give you. I said, well, I came with my medicine, but they gave that back to my parole officer and said, no, he won't be needing this. I said, this is what the doctor prescribed. They said, we got you. We got our own medicine here. And
so you're actually
no more.
So you're actually in a wheelchair right now.
I'm in a wheelchair as we speak.
Wow.
Sitting by a tray slot on the door.
So the shooting happened, and you get taken to the hospital, and then they put you in a wheelchair. Right. And you're thinking, okay, the worst part is now over at least. And then what happens with your parole officer after that?
Well, the hospital started playing games with the pain medicine, and one lady told me something about, well, I'm sorry, it was another person more emergency. I said, emergency is emergency. There is no more person than the next person. I said, you should watch your mouth because that can you can end up losing your job behind that. I said, but I tell you what, I'll leave this hospital. Just give me a prescription, and I'll go back to the halfway house. So I went back to the halfway house, and I took the medicine, and I laid down. And they said, okay, well, cool. So I was there a couple of days, and the parole officer came and said, oh, this is the one that's over me. I said, okay. So the one that was over him talked to me and interviewed me and stuff, and he left. So they came back again 2 days later with a third parole officer. I'm like, what's going on now? They said, well, we gotta take you into custody. I said, for what? He said, it's over our pay grade. It ain't us. It's up over it's higher than us. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, it's like parole board. I said, yeah. Okay, well, let's go. If I gotta go, I gotta go. But I was in a meeting when they took me out of the meeting at the place. I'm like, okay. So they take me to my room. They take my chain off, and they take the money that Big U gave me.
Money? What money? You mean to tell me you still got the money that Big U gave you from 7 months ago? Huh? Money? What money? Or was it the money that you was paid to set up Nipsey, nigga? I'm just asking. 7 months and you couldn't get no.
So they said, okay. I said, I'll just leave it here until I come back. He said, yeah. Well, you might come back, you might not. You could come back tomorrow. I said, well, I don't need to carry it if I'm coming back tomorrow. He said, all right. So when I get here, they said, well, you're here for parole violation. I said, for what? well, coming into contact with a known gang member. I said, man, I ain't coming into contact with nobody. I was visiting some people, going to pay respects to a person's father who just passed away. My buddy Ronnie, his father just died that Sunday. So that's all I was doing. And I was just going to change my shirt so I could look presentable in front of their people. That's it. And when I stopped over there with Nip, I got shot.
And they violated your parole over that.
And they violated my parole on that. Because first they said, oh, we didn't see you did nothing wrong. Nobody said you did nothing wrong.
No, his parole hasn't been actually violated yet. He has to go to a hearing. They can't just violate it, so it's a process.
I mean, dang, he can talk for himself. He does not need your help. He just did over 20 years. He know what he talking about. He said they violated his parole over that. He doesn't need your help, Big U. Stop being Captain Save-A-Hole.
So that's what we're trying to prevent him from violating his parole. He hasn't actually been violated yet.
Well, that's actually better news than what's being presented. I mean, everything out there is saying that you actually violated parole and you're not going back to prison. Like, at least there's still a process that's left.
Yeah, it's still a process. There's still a process right now, so that's why we hollered at two attorneys right now, and we're trying to raise money for him to have some money when he come home, because now but the fact that he's in a wheelchair and he's been shot, he's not gonna be able to do no work. He can barely walk, and over the last couple of days, he's losing the use of his legs. Like, tell him about the swelling in your legs.
Yeah, my left leg, by off where your knee is down to your ankle, is swelling up and it's getting numb. And I'm like, it's probably because that bullet hit a nerve or something. Because my foot, I can't even hardly feel my foot, like when your foot go to sleep. But that's how my whole left side feel right now, where the bullet went in. And that's kind of bad.
How many times did you actually get shot?
Once.
Sorry.
But when they hit me, it put me on the ground. You know, I couldn't get up. I could feel my legs, but I couldn't get up. And without your pelvis, you can't move or do nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
I landed on my stomach.
Now, how's your nephew doing, by the way?
He's okay. The bullet hit his belt buckle. So I said, that's God all day.
Tell me this nigga is Superman. This nigga is Superman. The bullet done hit his belt buckle, and the nigga done caught a bullet with his teeth, and he have flown his ass off the face of the earth, because we haven't even heard nothing from him. He haven't even made a statement. And matter of fact, according to the footage, where was he? Where was he? Because we seen a bunch of people run away. We didn't see nobody come back and like really try to take care of Nipsey. We didn't see nobody jumping up and down saying my uncle dead, my uncle dead.